Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray and today we continue our entry level to Megabase, where we are still working to get our power situation sorted. So at the end of last episode we just started to add a lot more solar panels and roboports, so that's gonna tax our system quite a bit. From the looks of it, we might go into the territory where we get an alarm, and one of the main reasons for that is that we are getting more power, but as we are putting down more roboports, each of them require a lot of power to fill them up. So the more we place down, the more power we have to produce, so that will tax us a bit, at least until we get it all sorted. So let's just remove these little things and then let's get on with today's episode. What I really want to get done this episode is actually setting up a bit more oil refining, so we can get more petroleum made and get the accumulators done. Because as you can see right now, we do still have 1K solar panels, but our accumulators are pretty abysmal. And we kind of have two reasons for that. One is that we are using it a lot, and two is that our iron can't keep up at the moment. Pretty much everything we can produce is being consumed, and since our power can't really handle anything or more production right now, I will kind of wait with expanding this one out. So right now everything is just going into solving that part. So for now, let's just go and fix a bit in our oil setup that can't really keep up with the current production of light oil. So here we go. Let's just look at that. That'll also give us a bit of time for our power to catch up and all of the production to kick in. So let's see, how can we move this? An easy way will just be to move this one up top like we had it in the beginning, since that is one way to at least make room for, can we fit in two more here? Can fit in one more and maybe jump the water above this, and then it shouldn't be an issue. So let's try this. Let's move you two or this one up here to where we had it before. Luckily we do have enough room, and then we can change this water's direction a bit. So what if we take it from right here? Might be good. Let's do it here instead. Let's see, a bit up here. Let's just connect these two up. So right here we would like to fit in two more, since that is kind of what's holding us back at the moment. Then it goes out over here, and then we just need to hook up the water. That's gonna be the oil. The water can come in right here. And look how lucky we are that it actually fits just like that. A bit cramped, but that should give us at least, what is that? A 33% increase in the amount of light oil we can process. Hopefully that will make sure that we can keep up with everything being produced. And yeah, that is at least what we're gonna try for now. Another thing we could try to do is make a different cell for the cracking, but I kind of want to keep it in the same one to limit the amount of robots we have to move around. I think that will be just fine. So while this is getting delivered by robots, let's just check our power. We are almost at 27 gigawatts of or about 30 gigawatts of stored power. Not that that is enough. And then we have hit 500 megawatts of solar power. That is actually quite good. How does it look in terms of construction down here? We're down to missing a few. So that means we should soon be able to expand this out one more time. Should we just look at this before, just make sure nothing connects up incorrectly? This adds the water. Oh, that's always something, already something I can see that's gonna go wrong, because the water input is right there. Oh, that was probably where I had it. Yeah, I might have mislooked where it connected up. But that should connect up correctly, giving it a lot more to produce. And then, why aren't you producing? Oh yeah, because we are not cracking anything, because we are missing the water. So let's just do this to help it out a small amount, so we don't have it standing completely still. There we are. So now I'm just looking forward to getting the rest of the things delivered and see if we can actually do a bit better with this. Is this the items we need? Not really. So they are flying in from somewhere. We can just kind of leave this for now. So let's see. What is the next thing we should get? Let's go up top and get all the accumulators we have stored, because as you can see, we have 8.4 solar panels, but only 6.7 accumulators. And that comes down to us pretty much just lacking them in the base. And hopefully this can last through the night as it is right now. But yeah, we will see in a bit. For now, I'm just going to take a bit of a drive up, gather about 600 accumulators that can be delivered out to every part of the base that needs it. Might also take the solar panels back with me. So let's just drive around the things right here. So here we are. Luckily, we are soon able to keep all the production in the base. Let's take that and that. There we are. And let's gather some more right there. That will at least be a bit more for the base. And should be good enough. Let's also... we could grab a few, or we could just set it up down there, but we are kind of going away from steam engines anyway. So let's just leave it for now. And let's drive down here. Don't hit things, please. Oh yeah, that was too much. We have to drive it all the way to a storage area just over here. So we can dump in the things right here. Here's some more accumulators. This should all be delivered down south. And yeah, I think that would be good. So a bit of mess here. We've talked about that a few times now. And I just kind of want to get all of this set up. And since all of this is built, we should be able to add a few more solar fields. Let's just set that up because I don't want to run out of power again. That's 5. Let's do 5 on the opposite side as well. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Could add number 6. But let's just go with 5 for now. Because then we're almost at the the cold patches where I kind of want things to go. But as we can see, we are using quite a lot of logistic robots, and the same with construction robots. But we should be fine very soon. So as all of this is working, let's go over and set up some blue circuit builds. Let's just check this has been delivered. Oh, you are not happy. Why is that? Can't connect. Oh, do we misalign that one? So you'll have to go away, and then we can do. Oh, you feel. Oops! I did connect something up wrong. I thought there was something I did quite badly, because you are not supposed to connect up here at all. Don't know why I did that. So that means we can take this again and connect it up correctly this time. There we are. And let's just grab one of these again to hook up like that. And there we are. And then we can disconnect you. I think this should at least hook some of it up correctly. Hopefully. If not, we'll just kind of have to go down here and look. Also, silly mistake to do. But let's just see when all of this connects up, if that solved it down there. So, blue circuit setup, our processing unit. Is that just us stealing our little setup from up here? We could do that, but we kind of want to fly in the sulfuric acid. So that means this is yet another one of these builds. Is actually pretty much just this build converted into processing units. So let's steal this with a blueprint. We're getting quite good at stealing these. Remove that one as the only thing. And place it down over here. Right there to make blue circuits. How did the power go last night? We did need the steam engines, but we didn't hit the 20%. So that's actually an improvement compared to before. So let's just give this some time to be made, and then we can add the things we need. And we'll have to look at the power as well. Or not the power, sorry. Look at making more both iron and copper. That's actually draining our entire base at the moment. So that's gonna be quite good. We could just add one below here, but I don't really want to stamp over this one, so we might have to move it down one more. But I kind of want to make it through one night before that goes into... There we are, there we are. That'll connect up. And that will work wonders. Yeah, that looks good. Just needs this to be delivered and then it will work. Trying to get rid of all of this things. But yeah, we should start to hook up some things here. That is kind of necessary. So let's just expand this out. How is the power looking? Ooh, not good. Not good at all, but we do need the iron to fix all of the other issues we have, being... oh, look at that. That's a huge mess. So how much are you using? You're using 186, so that's pretty much 3 solar panels they're using. So just adding one more is actually only the same as one cell. Oh, it doesn't actually use more than that. No, it is pretty much just our what's it called? Robot that's using most of the power. So let's expand this one down. This might have been overkill to do, but I think it should be fine. Oh, can we just make it through the night? Now we will run out a bit. That is something I can already tell. But let's just do this anyway. Take you. Oh, this blueprint pretty much just as a copy. And add you down here because we do need you quite badly. So there we are. That will double our iron production. Will cost us a bit of power, but I think we should be able to handle it. That is at least what I am hoping. Because as you can see, we are slowly but surely climbing the ladder. Yeah. Could go into nuclear. Might actually not be a bad idea. But since I know the future is solar, we might as well just keep going towards that as fast as possible. Did this get fixed as well? That just needs 2 pipes. But we are completely full on petroleum. Because nothing can run at the moment. Because the lack of iron is pretty much grinding most of the base to a halt. So that's also why I am expanding as fast as I am in terms of power. Because that is a silly thing to hold us back. But that means we have all 3 circuit productions in the base here. That means we can actually start to look at more things. We could actually make up to pretty much all of them if we wanted to. But yeah, let's just hold off for a little bit, at least until this part is done. In terms of, oh, that's huge combined oil field down here, and even more iron. That's huge fields as well. A lot of good things down here, can't complain about that, and this is slowly being built. So yeah, this is what we will need to get done. Don't want to gather uranium yet, because we're not even producing any sulfur. Again, iron. So how much are we producing anyway? So right now we're hitting about 7.5k, consuming more than that. Thank God we're not moving these by robots. That would be quite bad, because look how many we are producing / consuming. And moving that by air would be quite bad. And most of our robots are actually working as well. So let's add some more things down here. Though solar actually is maxing out now. Just waiting for the accumulators. So that's actually not a bad thing to see. Here comes all of the construction for these. All the iron is getting delivered in from around the world. And I should use all of our robots and add even more. That is kind of what I'm expecting to see. And our old setup, or our automatic setup, is adding more roboports to the network. Meaning that all of this should run without a hitch. And this actually also means that as soon as we have all the accumulators built, we should be producing more than enough power to keep things going. we only need about 500. So yeah, accumulators should be the next thing we go for. That's also what's being made. Let's see, how many are we making per second? Only 18 at the moment, but that should peak now that we're starting to make batteries again, because we are starting to deliver iron up here. So things are coming together. We have fixed our bottleneck in terms of iron, at least starting to fix it. We just need it flown in from this mess of a thing down here. One thing I am thinking of doing that doesn't make any sense now, since we are actually just using more and more robots and we can't deliver it fast enough, is to see how we can expand this. Still don't want to add these, because each one takes, what is it? That's going to be 8 solar panels per one, without calculating in productivity and adding in the robot travel time and beacon power from speed and so forth. So that's actually going to be very, very expensive as soon as we start to use this. But productivity is the way to go. It will slow down the production, more energy, but that'll also mean less travel time for our robots, since they have to deliver less resources, which is actually quite important. So how's it looking down here now that we're actually spending things again? They are all working full time. Is this oh, that's probably needs a bit of an upgrade, because it can't keep up anymore. So this should make sure that we can output them a bit faster. And there goes the power again. It is a lag of accumulators that are holding us back at the moment. Almost 3k lag. So I'm actually quite happy that I made this at the start, because as I can see right now, they are missing it. But we are making 100 a minute. So that's 3k we are missing. Should get done in about 30 minutes, which is not that bad. Then again, we have some up here that's also taking a bit of it. One thing we could do to speed it up a bit is actually just doing this. We'll take all the batteries being produced here and make them go down south instead. So let's stop making accumulators up here. You'll up priority to, oh, that is the left. You'll go down this way. Down, 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 down. And it's fine, you're being used for different things, but we'll just kind of drag you the rest of the way. Oh, we have no belts on us. That's silly. Oh, we can actually use reds instead. Drag this one down here and add you to our nice network down here. Just adding in a bit more in terms of things we can do. And let's do something like this to... So right here, we have it over here. There we go. Please add those to the network. That would mean a lot. And some power. There we go. That should help our accumulator issue. At least get the production up and running a bit more. That is why we have the starter base, to try and steal as many things as we can from this setup. That is actually quite good. So that will give us a lot more accumulators. which is the only reason why our base can't run through the night. So how is it looking? Oh, they're trying to go across here again. Look, trying to go back to these ones because they can't cross the water. Hopefully they'll figure out to go left before we run into issues. If not, we'll kind of have to landfill ourselves a little bridge down this way. And to be honest, let's go and do that. I think that will be quite worthwhile. On the way there, let's just steal a bit of landfill from right here. Could get robots to deliver it for us, but let's start over here instead. There should be more in these. Not that much more, but at least a bit more. Here comes a trusty car with some rocket fuel. Going straight down to fix this little issue we have. Let's destroy these trees. Here we go, this way. And let's just set up a little land bridge. Yeah, it will need one because they are trying to go way off grids. And where do we need to put one? Of course, we can't put down a single robot there. That is actually a bit annoying. But we do know how to get one there. If we do that, we can fit in. And we can do that to fit in some more. Hopefully that will add what we need, and then I can actually see where we have to go in terms of landfilling. Now the exciting part is, do we have enough to cross all the way down? Let's see how far we get. Oh, close. So close. But we didn't quite make it. Of course, now I don't have any room for radar, since I made the same mistake as before. But there we are. Let's just fill this in. And the last one right here, I think will be fine. They will at least give them some place to charge, which is better than what they have at the moment. Let's take Roboport. No. That is not something that is operational at this day and age. And where would they be? Right here. Right there. So we could actually jump part of this to make room for some. Will that make room for just a few? Make room for one. That is good enough for me. And then we can get the rest in as soon as this fixes itself. But this is all filled in now, so we can actually add the next part. Because look how close we are to spending all of our energy during the day. Wow, this is taxing us a lot. Let's just... whoa, this mess up here. You're running. You are producing as fast as you can. But still not as fast as I would like. That is kind of what I am seeing. We do have 7.9k. So let's just wait with adding more solar, since we kind of want this one to level out first. This one is just kind of producing. It can produce faster if we just do this little part here. There we go. That is filled petroleum, just missing the coal. So I don't know if we should set up coal next episode, because that will start to tax our system quite a bit. At least in terms of what we can produce at our mini lab right here. Yeah, light oil is still the problem. That never stops. So yeah, that is what's holding back the last 3 machines right here from running. So not a perfect ratio, but the one we are working with at the moment. Could probably move this up and can move this down, but that'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4 more spots. 1, 2, what is that? 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 more. So could almost fit it in right here if we wanted a second one. Pretty much hooking it up to this line. It's possible. We will just have to see the way we should hook this up. Not sure yet, but that will most definitely be something we'll look at very, very soon in the coming episodes. Yeah, that is looking good. This is looking good as well. So yeah, I think this is a decent place to stop. Our power is starting to stay on through the night. Still need a bit of steam engines to keep it going. But as soon as we fill these last ones out, we should be in a good spot. So I'll end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you'll give me a like and a subscribe. And then I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.